Hi, Taurus. This is Alex, and I'm here to bring you your weekly tarot. Okay, that one fell out. Are you afraid? What's going on? Eight of Wands. Things are happening quickly. Lovers. Okay, that makes sense. Perhaps you were struck by the emotions of love, right? You connected incredibly quick with someone, and right now it could be scaring the bejesus out of you. Page of Wands. Ten of Cups. Oh, nice. Eight of Cups. Aha. Yeah, you could have just felt an enormous flow of love with a particular person. Could be Sagittarius. And I feel like right now you're trying to maybe contain your emotional composure. I also feel like some of you are wanting to kind of run for the hills, retreat, slow this fast moving emotional train down. But I think this is all happening because the universe is trying to maybe restore your faith in love, connections, relationships. Angels are also saying too, maybe in the past you gave too much, you turned into somebody different, or you transform in love and in your relationships. You may know that about yourself, and you may feel like it's happening again, and now you're trying to slow this down. I feel like the message here is an acknowledgement, right? If you know this about yourself, then maybe instead of slowing it down, maybe what you need to do is just change some things within yourself, right? As an example, you meet somebody, they're great, they're awesome, you guys are hitting it off really, really good. You want to be with this person, you want to call them all the time, you want to be with them all the time, you want to just be in their presence, you just want to soak up all of this love. Well, angels are saying the way that you change that is build in maybe a little distance. So instead of wanting to be with them all the time, maybe you're only with them 3 days out of the week instead of all 7, right? So in other words, the love itself, the emotion that you're feeling doesn't have to change, but how you act and respond to it is where you can make a couple of changes so you are successful this time around. Look at that, the look on that page's face, right? That little trickster, that little sneaky, that page of wands is giving me sneaky vibes. It also gives, is giving me the sense of some sort of arrogance. Angels just said tantrum throwing. Okay. So to an extent, yeah, you could be, maybe your person created a little bit of distance and you're now feeling a little shortchanged, wanting what you want, feeling a little emotional. But I feel like, again, the power is in knowing that this is going on inside of you, that addictive, that strong bond, that maybe unhealthy connection. I feel like this is an opportunity for you to deal with that. Because at the end of the day, people are not going to be what you need them to be. So in other words, if you really want to spend 7 days a week with this person, your person's not going to give you 7 days, right? In other words, they get to be who they are also. So it sounds like, yeah, there are some internal adjustments you're needing to make, Taurus. Oh, there you are with mama. Yeah, that makes sense. It kind of feels like there's some sort of unhealthy attachments, right? Yeah, I could say codependency. It's so overused. But the devil represents addictions. The devil represents bondage. Devil represents, clinging to someone. Maybe someone's clinging to you and you're trying to, create distance between you and them. But it's hard to do, again, because of those addictive qualities. And here's the hardest thing to do in the world. Why do I need to create distance between chemistry or an emotional connection that works? And the answer is simple, because eventually it's going to burn out, right? In other words, to overdo something, eventually it's going to burn out. That's almost like if you wake up and you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner in one sitting, right? Eventually you're not going to be able to do that over and over and over. Eventually it's going to take its toll on you. So the idea of overdoing it, right? Overdosing on something has to come to an end. Now, here's the thing. When we say come to an end, we don't mean you'll never see it again. We just mean balance. That's all, right? In other words, instead of eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner in one sitting, start out with just breakfast and lunch, save dinner for dinner time. Then as you get used to that, then you start sectioning out, okay, breakfast only, then lunch only, then dinner only. And I'm just using that as an example to portray the message. I feel like this is addictions and love, though. I feel like this is codependency. I feel like this is bondage and attachment, clinginess and love. Maybe you're attracting people like that. Well, 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, Hermit, Queen of Swords. Yeah, see, cutting off. 10 of Swords, because it becomes too much. Okay, so here's what I'm getting, right? Because the 6 of Wands is balance, right? How to proceed, what those options are, give and take, so on and so forth. But by the time you get to that point, you're already burned out. You already feel betrayed. You already feel like, oh, this is not going to work out, right? And I feel like, again, you're crashing and burning right out the gate, right from the start. So I feel like, if you want something better, you have to do something better. You have to kind of, quote unquote, space this thing out. Now, it is going to come with, certain growth, right? There are going to be times when you do want to see them, but you can't see them, and you're going to be disappointed. 5s, remember, the 10s are completion. 5s are right in the middle. The 5s are that equilibrium. The 5s are the balance, but the 5s also represent the root of all change. And with that 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles, you get emotionally disappointed and you feel left out, you feel abandoned. But again, it kind of feels like it could either have been during your upbringing, that maternal figure either gave you too much, smothering you, spoiling you. So now when you get in your relationships, you want to be spoiled with time, attention, love, and affection as well. Or the complete opposite, where you didn't get enough. So now when you're getting your relationships, you're already negative, right? Or depleted, and you need an abundance of love and care and nurturing and connection in order for you to feel, quote unquote, whole or balanced. 10 of Cups, we need to rethink this happily ever after, right? Because here's the thing, connection. I always say connection and not attachment. Attachment is a hold, right? Not only that, but attachment is one person, right? Or you're attached to each other. Well, it's almost like you're constantly suffocating each other to an extent. Connection is mutual. Connection says, I'll meet you here. It's like, okay, I'll meet you here. It's mutual. So I say connection here, especially because I feel like up until this point, perhaps in previous relationships, it has been that attachment dynamic. And I feel the devil falling out of my hands at the beginning of the reading is almost like the universe highlighting this about you and your relationships. Always remember, relationships don't necessarily mean romantic, although they could. Is the reason why the majority of people look at tarot readings. It could be the connections with your family, with your kids, with your coworkers, with friends. It cannot be this master-slave dynamic, whereas one is supplying all of the energy and the other one is in constant need of the energy. And almost like they need this supplier to survive. Angel said, yeah, this kind of feels like maybe Taurus in love. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. And in the end, you're always left depleted, especially mentally, not understanding, why does this keep happening? Why is it that, I can't, why is my longest relationship 6 months or 8 months? Well, it's because you crash and burn early on. I'm also hearing pedestal. Maybe you put your lovers on a pedestal, which is not great to do. I would not put any human on a pedestal, period. Angels are saying this is going both ways. So whether you're the Queen of Swords cutting somebody off, cutting love off, saying, you know what, I don't, I'm just going to play the field. I'm not interested in relationships. Whether you're the person who's cutting things off or you're the person being cut off, it's a double-edged sword, I feel like. Because I feel like, yeah, when you find that special person, it doesn't work out. And then when you find that person who's, they think you're the perfect person, you eventually have to cut them off. And I feel like that has taken its toll on you. And I feel like this reading is to help you find especially more balance in love. The Lovers represents exactly that connection. I choose you, you mutually choose me, we meet each other in the middle. The Devil, I'm coming to suck you dry, right? I'm coming to suck the abundance card here of the Empress dry. Angels just said to me too, popular human terms, the narcissist, the empath. Ooh, somebody just had a revelation. 7 of Cups, emotionally confused. You fall in love quick. You wear your heart on your sleeve. 8 of Pentacles, that's what you need to work on. Okay. Angels are saying, well, Taurus is a little reluctant to work on that because it feels good. Understood. What did they say? Short-term versus long-term gratification. Tower, look at that. But then you always wind up disappointed. Yeah, you have to shift. You have to change something about your approach towards relationships, Taurus. Magician, well, there's that change. Angels just said, be the change. So you balance, your relationships balance. Interesting. Temperance, things coming together. I like that Temperance with the Hermit because I feel like maybe some self-reflection or introspection is going to lead you right where you want to be, which is in a happy, loving, emotional space. 10 of Swords again. It may work. Yeah. You could have some healthy attachments right now in love. And I feel like for some of you, this could be an opportunity for you to kind of quote unquote cut everybody off. Take some time to yourself to go within and level out the playing field and balance things out once and for all. There you are, Taurus, with the Hierophant. So you're here with the Empress and then you're here with the Hierophant. The Hierophant kind of represents rules, institutional thinking, the bigger picture, tradition, how things should be. I think with the 10 of Swords up until this point, it's been increasingly stressful, you being in these connections or relationships. And the Hierophant just kind of says, okay, Taurus, you have to figure out what your rule of thumb is going to be in your relationships. You know what I mean? Are you going to love first? And, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. That's the path you want to take. Do you want to delay, that connection, that love, that sex in the beginning, get to know somebody? And, is that how your process is going to be going forward? I really do feel like this is an opportunity for you to take some time and go within to figure out how this devil is hurting you. I know the devil is not helping you. right? The devil in the tarot and the fool's journey is it's almost like our own inner toxicity, inner fear, inner bondages, right? Our inner ability to connect with the outside world in an unhealthy fashion, right? So yeah, I just kind of feel like this reading is all about your half of connections in your life. Are you attaching, or are you trying to meet people in the middle but keep attracting people who want to attach to you? Okay. Yeah, equal balance is what I just heard. The fives here. I got 2 10s here. So yeah, I kind of feel like you could be right at the cusp of a breakthrough, Tower, to understand why your relationships and emotional connections keep collapsing. Ah, nice. I also feel too here with the Ten of Swords, your view, your outlook on your relationships could be a little skewed. And it could be skewed because of your upbringing, what you first learned about relationships, and how you are basically repeating the past or repeating a pattern that is proving to be incredibly unhealthy for you. Right out the gate. Nope, it's not working, Alex. I get it, Taurus. Big happy changes, but it will in the future. I love that. It may not be working now, but it will in the future. Perfect timing. That's divine timing for me. Last but not least is recovery. So wherever you are today, you will not be in the future. I feel like a drastic shift is coming. Please do not resist it. Work with the universe, not against the universe. And I feel like you're going to have a powerful breakthrough, again, related to your emotional connections and what is at the root that's causing all of the quote unquote issues or drama, or, what's the cause of that pattern? Why is it they start out great and then they fizzle out, or they start out, ugly and they're all ugly and I can't meet that perfect person? I feel like you're about to have like a revelation of all revelations, Taurus. I have Capricorn, Taurus, and Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Virgo, Sagittarius, Virgo, Libra, and then also Taurus. Yeah, you kind of have a mix of everybody here, and I feel, again, balance, stability, security, foundations. The universe is kind of trying to give you a cheat sheet on how to, again, level things out, especially when it comes to your, maybe it may not even be emotional connections. Maybe it's just your internal emotions, how to be more balanced, how to practice emotional intelligence when it comes to what goes on inside of you when it's time to interact with the rest of the world, whether it's a personal relationship, family, social, professional, whatever that is. All right, Taurus, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. If the reading does resonate, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I love you. Bye.